It's like what Jonathan Galindo once said: maps lie to you. Maps do not physically exist in a way that makes sense. Maps cannot be real because, um, like, if you really think that a place like Canada is that big, that a place like Russia is that big, or even exists at all, there's countries that are on a map that I opened a business on Google called the House of Or Wiseman. You can search it up in Hebrew. You can open that up in Google Maps. Just because it's there doesn't mean it's real. It's a real business that sells 50 shekel on green white onion, the regular onions. No, no. And scam agencies for like company fraud and loans and all that, they call me like every fucking week or so telling me you need a loan, you need help with your business, with your pension, with your I don't own a business, you fuck. You're falling into the trick. Fucking scammer getting scammed by the biggest corporation in the world, probably Google. I mean, there's bigger corporations. One of the biggest, safe to say, one of the biggest, most reliable. I mean, it's there in our everyday lives. Even if you use Bing, which by the way only a stupid retard would do, even if you use Bing, Google is always there. Just so you know, there's Google everywhere. Do you know who made Google? Do you even know who made Google? The person who made Google, Sundar Pichai. Well, that's the current CEO from 2015. But that one guy, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, those two, like the co-founders in 1988, it was more than just an IT corporation. Google LLC is a multinational corporation for like all sorts of technology and online advertising and cloud computing, computer software. It's just much more. It's much more than Google.com and searching something. You go to like you open up your like Google probably pay like the government pays Google the same way that Google pays the government, and they exchange their info. And Google has so much money. You know why charities rely on the rich? You know why charities like support these certain like movements? Because literally charity is controlled by the rich. You know, like why charities will never back down from like statement, because like why charities will always abide by like like they'll always say like the all sorts of things, maybe about like political stuff. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. But like they'll say a lot of stuff, right? Because they're corporations. No, because they're like, what are they called? Not scam agent. Like the donation. What are charities? Charities. How did the word just escape? Charities, right? Charities, literally like the rich that donate to them, they control the charity. Whatever like region of power that the charity has, like if a company or a rich family or something like a billionaire just like donates to that charity yearly, they have to do what he says, right? Because if he stops like pumping the money, the charity collapses. So maybe they'll do non-moral stuff that in the long run would allow for more moral stuff. Like we'll support this and this because we know that at the end it secures our chance to give food to children. Which, by the way, a lot of charities are lying to you. A lot of charities are owned by billionaires. Just take the money. There's no investigation into this because who would really? You're not doing as much of the work as you promise that you're doing. Like you go to a charity, you do your work here and there. You really like you're probably one of the only few hundreds that do it. Like you're under the impression that hundreds of thousands out there donate food. No, we would have solved. If that was the case, we would have been solving world hunger. We would have been solving poverty, housing, food, shelter. We would have been solving that. But guess what? Charities, like apparently billions and billions of dollars. You know why? Because they pocket it. And who's going to investigate them? What? Who's going to sue them? Right? Because the poor don't fucking have the money for that. And the rich, well, they don't care. They just want more money. So they fund these charities, quote unquote charities. They just give money to a head of a charity because they want. It's like a puppet on top of a puppet. This is the head of the charity controlling the like whatever the fuck region he owns. Like he basically controls the city and then controls that. And then a guy that donates to his charity, if he stops donating, that falls. But that guy also, wait, I got strings right here. That guy, this is the charity head on the city. And this is a billionaire on the charity head. It's strings upon strings. And this is the CIA, like they govern everything on top of the billionaires. But sometimes it's more than billionaires, because on top of the CIA and the government and everything is the most successful, the like United States SNA, whatever it's called, like let's say top 10, right? Top 10, like what's it called? SNA US. SNA US top. I know there's the top 500 SNA. That's the entire world. S&P. I should have remembered. I was a huge fan of Dream, so I would watch all the S&Ps. I would watch all the Tommy in it, bruv. I would watch all the thing. But like S&P 50, for example, S&P 10, top 10, right? S&P US. What does S&P stand for? S&P stands for Standards and Poor's. It's like all the companies in the world, right? It's like all the companies in the world. So essentially, literally, like these people control, like it's amazing, this hierarchy: society, charity holders, billionaires, government, top 10 S&P companies that control the government. Now, that can go in all sorts of leadership ways, right? And when I'm talking like S&P top 10, what are the top 10 successful companies? I just can't believe Dream would do this to charities, you know? Well, the top 10 biggest companies in the world right now, and I dare to God if Google's not there. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Alphabet, Google, top 5. Saudi, Aramco. Well, there's a lot of Arabs in the world, so they're bound to have one. Meta Platforms, I think that's the like Mark Zuckerberg, like blinking horizontally. Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, whatever the fuck that is, and TSMC. I want you to understand, right? This is why I said the hierarchy. The billionaires, even trillionaires, like they're there, and then the government company. Because Elon Musk, like, you know, he has like 50-70 billion, I think. Tesla has 1.27 trillion, right? If this is a million, this is a billion, this is a trillion. And Tesla is only number 8 in this list. Like Google that we're talking about over here with all this control has 2.361 trillion, right? Apple has 3.456 trillion. Do you know how much money a year the US government spends on basically virtually nothing? 1.5 trillion reported. Why do you think they hired Doge? I'm not going to get into the politics side of that, but Dogecoin, I've been investing in that since day one. And I told you guys that it was going to pop off when the elections happened, because even if they lost, it was going to pop off a little for the hype and then go down. And then I would have cashed out. But I saw they won and boom, I couldn't cash out those, but kind of hard. But like I went down a little, I cashed out still. I got like a solid profit. Now, me personally, that's the top companies. I could list you the top companies. I could list you the top 10 albums ever made. Like The Seer, Mezzanine, Lift Your Skinny Fist, Illmatic, Wish You Were Here, The Glowing Man, To Be Kind, Soundtracks for the Blind, Kid A, To Pimp a Butterfly. That is the same way that you should be able to literally list TSMC, Berkshire, Tesla, Meta, Saudi Aramco, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple. You should know that by the top of your head. What was I talking about in the beginning? Maps. Like Canada doesn't exist, Russia doesn't exist. Well, maybe politically. I'm talking, you know what's wrong with maps, right? How I told you I have a business apparently, and they call me in business loans, and like it's called the House of Or Wiseman on Google Maps. They try, you know, one time I was drunk, I was stone drunk, hard, and they called me and they were like, hello, sir. They don't know my name, even though it says the House of Or Wiseman. Stupid fucks. Like, hello, we called to, like, you know, like, we want to give you a loan. And I was like, out of my mind. I was like, oh. and I didn't know what I was saying. I remember agreeing to everything. So ever since that day, I've been getting everyday phone calls every hour, and I declined them. I was like, bro, just leave me alone, just leave me alone, just leave me alone. I blocked them. They moved to another number. Blocked them. I just decided, okay, I'll answer it. Hello, sweetheart. Do you want a loan? Like, it was a very weird conversation. I was like, I don't own a business. It was like, oh, okay, goodbye, sweetie. And then they left me alone. Well, you know what's the problem with maps, right? This is why I said Google. The corporate the layer. You should know that too, the layers. Right now I can't pull it up. Top of them. Hold on. Okay. Top reasons why maps are lying to you. Google is at the top of this hierarchy, above the government, and Google owns Google Maps. Do you know what's wrong with Google Maps? You think you're the house of Or Wiseman? That shit is a fake business. You know how distorted the proportions are? You ever saw that visualizer? You could take Africa and you could put it and it would shrink, and this is Europe. Like, that's not the actual size of America, because you literally can't take a sphere. You can't take a sphere and change it and change it and change it into a flat plane successfully. So maps lie to you. Second of all, fake roads. There's a lot of fake roads. There's town names. I went to a place, unnamed road. I know damn well it has a name. That's one false information. There was like a road where there was a fucking blockage and nothing behind it. So I'm just like, where's the road? Where's the road? So, I mean, go to the road. There's no road. It's trees, stone, dirt, fucking nothing. Fake towns. Some people make fake towns. Can you believe that? Fake towns. Who would make a fake town? Fake town. Stupid. There's a lot of political bias. See, that's the thing. How corporates control the government control the corporate. And that's the thing. They have this whole control cycle going on, and it's fucked. There's a lot of hidden locations people don't tell you. So there's algorithmic guesswork. Algorithmic guesswork. Death to Google. 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 Death to Amazon. Death to Google. 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 Africa is 1 inch in some scenarios. Google Maps guesses the algorithm, like it does algorithmic guesswork to figure out the locations. There's buildings that don't exist. It's a bunch of fucking rocks. Sponsored manipulation. Businesses literally pay this app to give the best option. You could search up for a good pizza place, bring up the shittiest one, but it's a money laundering scheme for a Coke, and like they want to, launder as fast as possible, transfer to clean money, so they just like sell the shittiest pizza and they advertise. They put all their money into advertising. Google's like, okay, good pizza place, you're gonna get promoted. Pizza has 0.4 star reviews. We're talking like Tom McDonald albumtheyear.com levels, and the fucking pizza's dog shit garbage. Tastes like a piece of mixed with my vomit, and they're just laundering money. Oh, my beer bottle started busting a nut. It's disgusting. What do we do about this? Oh, that's not good. What I was saying. People in the intercom are asking me to admit things that I don't want to. I'm not drunk. The beer is non-alcoholic. A clear trait of mine. Of course, it's the eagle. Gah! 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 You ever heard post-rock music? It sounds kind of like this. Mighty Eagle is like the corporation scooping down on the poor. Yes, and they eat all the starving people and all the poverty, and they eat all of them, and they die to the eagle that swoops down. It sees a group of little Amish children and their dad and other dad, because all the Amish are fucking gay. They and they see the eagle picks them, because the Amish are like probably 5 inches, and they pick up the Amish like not even lifting up and lift up in the air. The eagles eat Amish people. Eagles eat poor people. Eagles, that's basically a metaphor for the corporations, the billionaires. That is, the agencies, and some and then the companies and the government. And I don't really like how there's so many Easter eggs in Google Maps, because at the end of the day, I just want to know my location. I don't care that I search up Area 51 and it shows a little UFO thing. I want a clear service that tells me everything that I want to know about the location that I'm in. I don't want any mindfuckery, bullshittery, and fuckshittery. I just want to know where I am, and that's all I fucking ask you to do, Elon Musk. All I ask you to do is to know where I am. All I ask you to do is to stop swooping down on me and my company. All I ask you to do is to stop putting me in the fucking Google front page, so that I would keep getting scam calls from loan agencies that keep telling me, I want to help you engage you alone. You're a fucking scam agency, you should die. I want to help you go get along. You're a scam agency, you should fucking die. I'm going to help you get alone. If I can't, then you should die. I hate scam agencies. I hate Elon Musk. I hate everyone. I hate you. I hate Google. I hate Tesla. I hate other companies. I hate fake town roads. I hate Google Maps. I hate everything. I feel like my entire life an eagle came down and swooped on my soul. Thank you, my fellow Buddhists. Fuck. My fucking life.